Now, we all know that most Christians don't read their Bibles. And when they do read their Bibles, they only read certain parts of like Genesis, Exodus, some of the Gospels, and maybe some Revelations, but for the most part, the vast majority of Christians do not read the entire Bible. Now, I'm thinking right in the beginning of Genesis, like maybe chapter 3 or 4, where the Garden of Eden story happens, most Christians have read that. And they really don't apply too much reading comprehension to that, because I'm thinking, in my dealings with a bunch of Christians over the years about the falsehood of their religion, and I plead with them to please apply their own critical thinking and knowledge to some of these stories, that one thing is repeatedly brought up, that we are just mere humans and we can't comprehend the mind of God. However, right there in Genesis, right after they eat the fruit, the whole point was that we gained the knowledge of good and evil. And God says, now they shall be like us, whoever us is. So we do have the comprehension of God. The Bible says we have the comprehension of God, that we are like them now. And I guess I mention this because I wish Christians would start applying critical thinking, logic, and reason to their lives and their reading comprehension. Apply their reading comprehensions to the Bible. Because whatever a God might comprehend, yes, we can comprehend it. We have abstract thought. We understand the illusions of reality. We can understand long timelines and consequences. That's the best thing about being human. That's what separates us from the animals, is that we think. That's what Homo sapien means, that we think. So they're taking the best quality that God gave us and just throwing it away and dissing it, and they revel in their willful ignorance about everything. About everything, and you know it. I mean, the Christians don't know it because they think that being logical and reason just means being able to speak and make decisions. But when you don't apply the logic and reason to the decisions you make, you aren't employing logic and reason. And I think that's one of the biggest problems with the vast majority of the world, because most of the world are religious people, whether they're Christian, Jewish, or Muslim. I mean, that's 75% of the world or so, aren't employing critical thought, reason, comprehension, and logic because they really don't have a clue what those things are. Because they know what those words are, they think it is automatically implied in their thought. They don't realize that they're going around like bobbleheads. Oh, we're not supposed to understand. We don't know the mind of God. We can't know what His plan is when the plan is all laid out right there for them. I mean, if you're going to take the time to believe what the Bible says, they've got the plan there, and they don't even comprehend the plan. And they just turn it over to, we can't understand the mind of God. Well, that's ridiculous. If we're so dumb, then God is dumb, because it says in Genesis that we are like them now. So God is no smarter than us. Are you really willing to go that far and say God is dumb? I mean, I am. God, if He was real, which He's not, is dumb. He's a complete moron, homicidal maniac. Peace.